Dear Jason, you got fired? So, to start my week on Monday, I went to Applebee's with my lovely girlfriend. We really needed some food. She was really hungry, so we just went out to eat. Instead of staying home cooking dinner, it would have taken like another extra hour. So we went out to eat, went to Applebee's, had a really good time. It was good, not bad. On Tuesday, there was a power outage in State College. Walmart had no power. I think a line was struck and it was completely down. It was crazy. Never seen anything like it. It was pitch black. There was like lights kind of shining down on the produce side, so it was still a little bit bright, but it was still kind of ominous. It was wild. From 1:30 to 6:45, there was no power. So my department, the online picking department, we couldn't do anything. There was no online to do. So because there was a power outage, I messaged Sheets, because I had to work at Sheets that night, messaged my supervisor, asking him, do I still have to come into work if there's an outage? Sadly, yes, because Sheets was bringing in a generator so they could still function. The power came online around 6:45 anyways, so they would have had power by the time I came in. So it wouldn't have made a difference. It was really sad. For Walmart, at least, for like 5 hours, we just had to sit there and tell people, sorry, we can't process your order because our system's down. We got no Wi-Fi. It was really boring, but it was pretty chill because I didn't have to do anything. My friend Louis asked me a question, really cool question. He asked me, how would you imagine/visualize how your thoughts are organized? So, for example, how Louis described his is like an assorted mess. He's like, everything's on the floor, everything's right in front of him, but everything's within his arm's reach, and he's able to grab anything and everything at any point, but it's cluttered. Yeah, that's how he imagined his. How I imagine mine is, it's like a gumball machine where instead of a coin, you insert the topic, turn the crank, something comes out, but there's no catcher. What happens is it would just fall on the floor, and if I go to pick it up, hopefully I picked up what came out, because then I'll stay on topic, or I'd pick up some random ball that's already placed on the floor instead, and that represents my ADHD, where I just go and just say some other bullshit that is not related and not what he asked for. Or I pick another one up, and it's just a fucking pun. So that's how I visualize my thoughts. It's kind of just random BS that just comes out of my mouth because I don't think about things all the time. Like Louis, he has stuff in front of him where those are all his stuff that he's actively thinking about. So that's how I visualize my thoughts. I thought it was a really cool question. Yeah, it was really fun just thinking about what represents me. I talked to my buddy Sean, love that motherfucker to death. He's very imaginative and he's trying to create a story. High fantasy world, really cool. And he was describing to me, this is major nerd talk, he was describing to me about how he's gonna start diving into the power system in his world, which were basically going to be like these elemental spirits, and when they die, they turn into these crystals, and normal people could walk up, not literally, but utilize these dead corpses, aka crystals, and borrow that element's power and use it as magic, which is really cool. I think it's a really unique system. And we had like an hour and a half, 2 hour long nerd session of me just asking him how this would work, what happens if this, what happens if that. In One Piece, the power system is Haki and devil fruits. Haki basically is just willpower personified. If you believe in yourself hard enough, this can happen. Yeah, it's really cool. And you know, devil fruits are said to be manifested from dreams or imagination. So I thought that was really cool. His is based more off emotions, like happiness, you know, sadness, joy, anger, maybe jealousy, just different emotions that resonates with that person will become stronger. And if a guy that's very fiery, very happy, if I were to pick up like a water crystal that's, you know, catered to sadness and despair, I want to be able to utilize it that well. The synergy would not be there, therefore it'd be rather weak. But if I were to pick up like an earth spirit that matches my go-get-em attitude, I would be more adept to it and probably be stronger when utilized by me. So stuff like that, it was really cool. A lot of back and forth nerd session brought up maybe if, you know, what if someone's really empathetic? I'm an empath, right? How would that person be able to utilize those several crystals? Is he like a Pokemon trainer, 6 crystals strapped up, and he kind of just whips out during the situation? Like, how does that work? So it's really cool. Kind of helped him think of things that he didn't think of because I'm a fucking nerd. But it was really fun. Really big nerd sesh. Yapped a lot. Actually, I'm a bad friend. I haven't read a single ounce of his story. I think I read the prologue and that was it. But now that I know the power system, I'm kind of really inclined to read more about it. So I'm going to really try to do that, Sean. I swear, I promise. So I almost got fired from Sheets. Won't go into detail, but basically I made a mistake, very bad mistake, did not follow procedure, did not follow policy, and fucked up. Supervisor pulled me aside and told me, hey, you shouldn't have done this. You can get fired on the spot. And that shit got me worried. I need this job. I need the income. It kind of got me a little worried. I didn't know what I was gonna do if I got fired. I had no backup, so got really nervous, but I had to continue on my night like nothing happened because I had to continue working. I didn't get fired yet. you know? He told me he had to talk to the store manager so he can figure out what the hell they're gonna do to me. Came in the next night, met up with him again. He told me he talked to the store manager and she did not fire me. She was very lenient. Basically gave me a slap on the wrist, put it on my record that I got a firm talking to about this situation. Thank God. Usually what they would do is they either suspend the person, give them a write-up, or just straight up terminate them. I was very lucky to be given the chance to continue working with not really any repercussions. But to be fair, by the end of this month, I will be the only sales associate on that shift. So if they were to fire me, we would have fucked each other up. They would have no salespeople and I would have no second job. So we kind of needed each other and it kind of worked out. So thank goodness. So on Thursday, that's usually my grocery shopping days. We had to go buy Mochi some treats. We didn't buy any treats. We bought him litter though, but I got a new toy. I bought a new fish tank. It's a 14-gallon, rimless, square, beautiful tank. It was 50% off. You're telling me that I should pass that up? It's $110. Rimless tanks are not cheap. $110 I got for 50 some dollars. That's a steal. Called up my boy Kenny. Hey, do you think I should get this tank? You're gonna be my deciding factor. My girlfriend said if Kenny says yes, then you can get it. What did he say? He said yes. So I bought it. I'm probably not gonna work on it until maybe end of summer because I need to save up money for a bunch of trips, and investing in a fish tank actually is a decent amount of money. I don't have anything yet. I'm gonna get a brand new filter, brand new substrate. Still debating what kind of fish I want to get for that tank. All I know is that I want schooling fish. So I'm debating on either guppies or tetras or maybe like a sorority of female betas. We'll see what happens. I don't know how I feel yet. I'm really excited for that. After making irresponsible choices buying a fish tank, I went on a photo date with my girlfriend. We went to the park, talked a lot, had a great time, thought about a lot of different things. But ultimately, it was great just spending time with my girlfriend on a beautiful day. And here's a little snippet of some things we talked about.
Wow. Australia sucks.
Talked to a person that I had cut off because during that time I was filled with a lot of hate, a lot of betrayal. He asked me, he always wondered why I dropped him, and I never gave him a proper explanation because I was just too angry. Now that, I'm in a better spot, I feel better, felt like I owed him an explanation. Got through it like grown adults. We're in a better spot now. I'm open to a relationship with him again. I hope he can go up from there. We're two different people from several years ago, 3-4 years ago. I hope we can learn how to be friends, being the two people that we are today and not who we were in the past. On Sunday, today, I just came back from playing basketball with my buddy Jake. We played horse, or in this situation, Sheets. Since we met each other at Sheets, he no longer works there though, that bastard. And he gave me a good run for my money. Not gonna lie, I was getting a little worried, I was getting a little sweaty. But ultimately, I won, because I'm the GOAT. I'm the best. No, it was fun. We talked a lot, had a good time. Lots of laughs, a lot of crazy shots. Got to go inside and meet his cats, Donnie and Beatrice. Really fucking cute. They're the reason why my girlfriend now wants a cat, but we'll see what happens. She's allergic to cats. Gotta feed them a lot of egg whites apparently to reduce their dander or pet hormones that make people allergic to cats and shit. Yeah, we want a cat now because of them. They're so fucking cute. But yeah, that was basically my week. I guess I do this again next week.